I'm Angela Griffin, and for 12 weeks I'm going to be with emergency ambulance crews in cities across the UK. The front of the car is completely and utterly crushed. I'm going to see the different challenges they face in Glasgow, Cardiff.
You were slashed to the face.
That's awful.
That's
an awful thing to happen. And Plymouth. And I'll be flying with one of the fastest response teams on board the air ambulance. I don't feel like that actually really happened, as they respond to the call of 999. Coming up, minutes matter as the air ambulance crew race to a man whose life hangs in the balance. Out in the Devon countryside, a woman's unable to pass water, in extreme pain, and her stomach is swelling. And in Glasgow, a man's overdosed on heroin in the toilets of a family restaurant. So grim, honestly, so grim. Flying at speeds of up to 180 miles per hour, an air ambulance is the fastest way to get a patient to hospital in the UK. And the Devon crew have been sent to the most urgent call of all, a cardiac arrest. I'm going to be flying alongside paramedic Paul. He's spent 8 years with the air ambulance service. He's partnered by Nigel, a paramedic with South West Ambulance, for 9 years, 3 years on the helicopter, and Steve Rush, an air ambulance pilot, for 12 years. This case will push their flying and medical skills to the limit. Tell me what it is exactly that we're going to.
Yeah, sure. Going to an elderly gentleman in his late 70s who's collapsed. It's been reported he's unconscious and could be a cardiac arrest.
If the man does slip into cardiac arrest, his heart will stop completely. The paramedics would only have a window of a few minutes to resuscitate him. And 10 minutes after taking off, we've covered the 16 miles to the location, but landing won't be easy.
There's 2 properties down there by the looks of it. Yeah.
The helicopter emergency desk have warned Steve and the crew that the house is surrounded by woodlands. Space for landing is at a premium.
Oh dear.
You weren't kidding when you said challenge, were you?
You got a field back up the road a bit, a grass area, which looks like it might be a water tank or something.
To touch down safely, Steve the pilot ideally needs an area the size of 2 tennis courts.
Have a little look before we...
Nigel spots somebody frantically signalling. We're in the right place.
Yeah, she's waving. Yeah, she's waving. She's in the
There's that bit of grass right down the bottom. It's going to be a snuggly one. Are we all happy to give it a go?
Yeah,
we are if you are. I am, yeah.
With minutes precious, Steve faces a difficult landing.
Alright, it's going to be over top and then vertically down. Just keep an eye on trees both sides. Hello, there's a power line there. What's that attached to? Tail clear? Yeah, tail's clear.
It's such a tight spot to get into. The slightest contact with the tree could bring us down.
Pretty close this side to trees, Steve, you will be. Too close? Can you go forward at all?
Well, you're clear of any wires on the right.
It's not just trees we have to worry about. Unseen domestic power lines or unstable ground could be disastrous.
The ground looks very soft if you get too close to that stream, but...
Okay, yeah.
Lowering us inch by inch, Steve needs all his skill to keep the helicopter in a steady hover.
You can't go back anymore.
How are we doing your side? All good on your left, Steve. You'll just snitch in there. Keep an eye on the edge of the blade. We'll do, mate.
Can you go forwards a little bit?
Right. As you are there, don't come left anymore. That's good, Steve. Keep going, mate. Straight down.
Yeah, that's good.
Well done, mate. Well done, Steve.
We're down safely, thanks to Steve's expertise.
How's that grab, everyone? That's really good. Well done, Steve.
Knowing a man's life may depend on moments, Paul and Nigel load up their equipment and sprint off.
Okay, yep. Yeah, please.
In the rush, I forget I'm still connected to the helicopter comms.
Okay, Let him go. All right.
We've landed as close as we can, yet we're still a quarter of a mile from the seriously ill patient. All uphill. But we have to get there.
Definitely a run. This is a cardiac arrest. I don't think we're going to. I can't quite find yet.
Even though I'm quite fit, I can't keep up with Paul and Nigel.
We've landed in trees. It feels like. I find it hard to actually get to the patient.
The ground ambulance also arrives. Crucially, it can park right by the house. Paul and Nigel are inside the house. They've already had to give their patient life-saving emergency treatment. But he is still desperately ill. The ambulance reverses back down the hill so the patient can be transferred to the helicopter.
Yeah, will do.
No one has to be told what to do. Everyone is focused on getting this man to hospital as quickly as possible.
You guys happy you got everything?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, no.
Forgotten the hours radio.
Get in.
Yep.
Exeter Hospital is 14 miles and 8 minutes away.
One thing we must all do, everyone, is make sure you're belted up tight. Yeah.
100 feet.
Despite the cramped interior, Paul and Nigel have all the same equipment to treat the patient as a road ambulance.
Yes, we're going to.
We arrive at hospital. The patient is rushed straight into intensive care. For pilot Steve, today has been one of his more challenging flights.
Yeah, there's a general assumption that we'll get there and we'll land. And that's what we do. We get airborne, we fly there and we land. And you get somewhere like that and you look down and you think, that's going to be fun.
And you can't plan it until your eyes are on it, until you can actually see it.
You're planning it all the way in.
Yeah.
And at no point during that landing until we were just in the final descent were we committed to definitely going into that site. I've no interest in, that sounds really harsh, but I've no interest in what we're going to, whether it's a middle-aged person with a stubbed toe or a baby not breathing, until we're on the ground and we're at the scene. Ultimately, obviously, we want to get there, but we want to get there safely, and I don't want to be clouded by the fact that, it's a baby, so I'll do something dramatically stupid because I want to be there.
Yeah.
On the flight back to base, our thoughts are with the patient and his family.
It was really sad, and so obviously we were the first on the scene, and in this case it isn't always a happy ending. He's now been taken to the hospital where they will monitor him and see what else they can get from him. But the paramedics did what they could, and they were pretty amazing, really, really amazing. I don't know what the survival rate would be without the air ambulance. I really don't, because it seems to be, on average, a 30-minute journey from most houses, by land.
Despite the expert treatment the patient received from the helicopter ambulance crew and the hospital staff, he sadly passed away 3 days later. Coming up, hooked on the high street.
Have you had a head on?
Glasgow paramedics deal with the drug addicts.
He's basically been into a well-known burger chain and shooting up.
One of Britain's largest cities, Glasgow also has some of its largest areas of social deprivation. The city's ambulance crews dealt with over 115,000 call-outs this year.
Tell me what's happened.
Up to 10% of them alcohol or drug-related. 2 p.m, paramedic Mari Lennon is working as a one-woman crew on a rapid response vehicle. Highly experienced, Mari's been with the Scottish Ambulance Service for 9 years. She's been sent to a woman who's passed out in a busy shopping street.
Someone's collapsed and hit their head, and folks are worried, so we're going to just drive up there just now and see what's going on and see if we can help.
Mari carefully picks her way through the pedestrians.
So she should be here somewhere.
The woman is lying on the pavement while a companion stands over her.
Invite a member of the public to say that there's a second patient. What's happened to you? Listen to me. You cannot lie in the street. If there's nothing wrong with you, sit up. You're lying in the middle of Sauchiehall Street. Everybody's going to be looking at you. And folk are just going to keep phoning ambulances. Who are you to her?
I'm just a friend for
Right.
years, I think.
Mum will get her up then.
But she's can't seem to get her.
Turn round. It's all right. Right, turn round. Move your feet.
Right.
Stand again.
Long-serving Mari can immediately spot the symptoms of drug abuse.
Right. What have you taken, pal?
The woman seems to be unaware of her surroundings. Mari needs to be firm with her to find out what drug she's on.
Down before you fall
Right, you
down.
take blues. Right,
You've
you've had
blues, you
blues,
need to
you've
sit
had drink,
down for
you've had
me.
a hit of heroin, she's had the
This woman says she's had pills known as blues. Drug addicts often use these as a cheap alternative to heroin. In situations like this, paramedics often need to adopt an approach that's a mixture of the tough and the tender.
You're going to have to straighten yourself out, or I'm going to have to give you Narcan. You don't want that, and I don't want that, right?
A drug that counteracts the effects of opiate overdose, Narcan, is only used for the more serious cases, as its side effects can be unpleasant.
You just walk on through that way.
Another of the woman's friends has just turned up.
This is my ex-boyfriend. Right, so he knows what I'm like.
Right. Is this how she normally is when she shoots up? Right, okay.
No.
Can you leave on the middle of Sauchiehall Street like that though?
I'll tell you.
Right, you need to straighten her up.
Aye, that's what it is, cool. I'm going to take
Is that her jacket?
Aye,
Right.
That's so messed up.
The woman has decided not to have any treatment, so Mari has no choice but to let her leave with her friend.
And just keep it in there, one. I've got it.
She certainly didn't want to go to hospital because she doesn't feel there's anything wrong with her. That what her boyfriend there was describing is that that's her normal state. When she takes a hit, that's exactly how she looks. I think it's a strange thing that you would have lots of people enjoying their afternoon shopping, and right in the midst of it is a girl lying from a heroin overdose. But then I suppose that's her normal everyday life, and that's a decision that she made.
Glasgow's drug and alcohol problems make constant demands on its ambulance service. And with some of the city's most notorious areas on its patch, Springburn Station is at the front line of this battle. I'm here to head out on shift with Sally and Susan. Paramedic Sally has been in the Scottish Ambulance Service for 16 years. While Susan, a technician, has been with them for 2.
We're on the back shift.
Yes.
What is the back shift? I don't understand.
You've got your day shift, back shifts, and then night shifts.
Right, okay.
So it's just a split.
All right then, well, let's get on to our back shift. Let's see what's going on in Glasgow. But as with all shifts, could be anything.
We'll just wait and see.
Right, let's go.
Right.
Barely minutes into our shift, a job comes through from control. And for the crew, it's a depressingly familiar scenario.
This call is a red call, and we're going for someone who's overdosed. The police are on scene. Right. It's a 20-year-old male who is he's unconscious,
So he's overdosed on some unknown substance.
So grim, honestly, so grim. The restaurant where the man has overdosed is right in the city centre.
Do you need this?
I'm dreading what we might find.
Okay, soil up there. No, along here.
The restaurant won't allow us inside to film. The patient overdosed after injecting heroin. Sally and Susan stabilise him inside the restaurant before bringing the man out to the ambulance to continue his treatment. He doesn't want our cameras to film him.
So we've got our next patient, and he's basically been into a well-known burger chain and shooting up, and he's gone under a little bit. And you're right in the city centre. You've got all these kids in here, all these families. Now I'm looking in now and I can see a family with a little baby, and in the toilets you've got some junk in. And what if a little lad goes in there, a little 11-year-old lad goes in there to go and have a wee or whatever and bumps into him? And here the paramedics are, having to clean it up.
You want to take that off so we can take your blood pressure? Right, so there's no needle up this arm or anything, because we're going to take your blood pressure.
The man is going to need further treatment and will be kept under observation at the Glasgow Royal Infirmary. Faced with a problem they can't mask or make go away, the local health authorities can only try to manage it.
So this was found by the side
By the side of the patient.
And so what is this?
It's got everything that he needs, basically, to take his heroin, to inject.
They hand out what are known as one-hit kits in an attempt to stop the spread of diseases like hepatitis C and HIV.
It's basically a kit where we have clean syringes. There's a wee spoon for them to put, well, it would have been, in this case, heroin. And it's also telling them what sort of water that you can use to prepare your injection. Because if you use a used syringe, obviously you're in danger of HIV or hepatitis C. And also if you use dirty water, like it's telling you not to use puddle water. And it also comes with a sharps bin so that you can get rid of the sharps.
Brilliant. It's going to stop him dropping his needles in toilets.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've been into somewhere where families are sat eating food and there's a junkie in the toilets ODing. It makes me want to, I don't know what it makes me want to do. How do you cope with this? How do you cope with the, not necessarily the trauma that you go to, but how do you cope with these kind of social issues, these quite depressing social issues where you can't actually help someone because they're in such a deep, dark place? Does it not get to you?
I don't know. I think you just get used to dealing with it, and sometimes the next job will lift you back up again.
Coming up, treating a boy for a simple skateboard fall, the paramedics then get an alarming reading of his heart.
Does seem to go quite slow on here. It's quite irregular. It's unusual for a little lad.
And at ambulance control, desperate parents on the line as their baby's legs change colour.
Someone just went to change his nappy and both his legs are going really blue.
What on earth?
I'm on afternoon to night shift with Glasgow ambulance crew Sally and Susan. Earlier in broad daylight, we went to a drug addict who overdosed in a restaurant toilet. Now that it's dark and we've got another emergency, I don't really want to think too much about what might be coming up.
So we're back on the blues again.
We're back, and we're going for a 63-year-old female who's fallen down the stairs.
It sounds quite simple coming through that a call of a woman falls downstairs, but the reasoning why she's fallen down can be sometimes a lot more complicated than you think until you get there, until you see and smell what's going on. You don't know. You don't know what you're walking into. We've arrived.
Arriving at the house, we find the patient Margaret is in a downstairs bedroom, surrounded by family and friends. Rather than wait for their help, Margaret had tried to move a chest of drawers downstairs by herself when she fell. She's hurt her leg and is unable to move.
You okay? What have you done?
Fell down the stairs.
How many of the stairs did you come down?
Three.
Three. Coming down?
Coming down.
Miss your step? Done that myself. Oh, you can feel a wee indentation there. Yeah.
Margaret's husband recently suffered a vascular illness, which has seriously affected the use of his legs. Margaret's preparing for his return home.
See, I'm moving my living room upstairs, my man's in a wheelchair.
Oh, right, so you're putting the bedroom down.
So,
right.
I'm moving the living room upstairs.
You're having a wee move about a room.
So you were here on your own, and instead of waiting for all your friends and family, I presume you decided to do it yourself.
Now there's worry about Margaret's leg. Paramedic Sally thinks she might have ligament damage or a broken bone.
Right.
Oh.
Is that sore?
Uh-huh.
So how long ago did this actually happen?
25 minutes ago.
25 minutes ago. Did you pass out or anything?
No.
Did you feel as if you were going to?
No, I just couldn't move. It's okay like that, but see, as soon as I try and straighten
Right, okay, right, don't do that then.
But do you know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Despite the pain, Margaret's still worried about keeping up appearances.
I should have shaved my legs if I'm on telly.
No, you don't need to do that.
See the things women think about.
Margaret can't put any weight on her feet, so the crew need to get her out of the house and into the ambulance without risking further damage.
Right, now I don't know how you're going to like this, because I'm going to have to lift your leg up a wee bit.
A cushioned splint should protect her ankle from getting banged or knocked as she's moved.
Right, now if we start making things worse again, tell us. Is that sore? Right, okay, wait, Mum, we'll start down the bottom.
Tight, isn't it?
Right. Because you've gone over on it, you can stretch a whole thing, a lot of thing. So it needs, I'm thinking the X-ray, and then from there it'll be decided that you end up with a stookie or whatever. A stookie? I don't know what a stookie is.
What's a stookie? What's a stookie?
A plaster. I can't. That's a stookie.
Call it a stookie. That almost makes it sound cute.
Margaret certainly has spirit and is managing to remain cheerful about her accident.
Oh, superb. Right.
Oh.
Right, bend it. There we go.
Bend it a wee bit.
There you are.
But her husband's illness has cast a shadow over their retirement plans.
There you go. You stayed here a long time?
Just moved in here 8 months ago.
Just moved in?
Really?
Just retired last November.
Right.
And I got this house perfect for the things. And now we can't get off the stairs. So it was a dream when we moved into it.
And you've not had long with the dream, have you?
Coming a nightmare.
Oh, it's a shame.
We're transferring Margaret to the Glasgow's Royal Infirmary Hospital.
You're nearly there, we're on the parade.
In A&E, the medical staff will x-ray her ankle. I really hope with everything she and her husband have been through that the damage isn't too serious.
You know, she was dead nice, genuine injury there, still smiling, appreciates everything. And she said I was a bonny lass.
In A&E, they found Margaret had suffered quite serious tissue damage to her ankle, but it wasn't broken. She's still in considerable pain, though. I'm back down in the coastal city of Plymouth. With its hospital serving as the main trauma centre for Devon and Cornwall, the South Western ambulance crews are kept very busy.
Good morning.
Oh, yeah.
Hello. Hiya. Hiya, nice to meet you. I'm Angela.
Rich.
Richard, hello.
An extremely experienced paramedic Rich has been with the service for 16 years. While we head out in one of the ambulance service's rapid response vehicles, it's a busy day in control.
If it gets worse, if anything changes, then call us back.
Is the patient breathing and
An emergency call taker, Jane, has a very anxious parent on the end of the line.
What's the reason for the call?
My 14-month-old son was just went to change his nappy and both his legs are going really blue, and he's had an infection before, and obviously a bit concerned it's something quite serious.
Okay.
Jane immediately dispatches us to go to the baby, whose legs have turned blue.
What on earth? But it could be so many things, ranging from at one end meningitis, to the other end the baby might be cold.
While we're on our way, Jane keeps the worried father on the line to get as much information as possible.
And so you're concerned because his legs are blue. Are they very cold, pale and blue?
They're very pale, yes.
Is he fighting desperately for every breath?
No.
Okay. And is he limp, floppy or unresponsive?
No.
And is he, if you touch his skin on his tummy or his back, does that feel warm? Does that feel a normal temperature?
You know, it's the last thing you ever want to do is to have to call 999 when you've got a baby. You dread that day. So even if it's something that you know, you cross your fingers that when you get there it's not serious.
In case something has been missed, Jane is still trying to get every single detail she can from the frantic parents.
Does that feel a normal temperature? Has he had a baby grow on and things like that, or?
No, he's had a pair of jeans on.
And what's the colour of his legs like now?
His feet are pink and his legs are blue.
Okay, you said he's had jeans on.
Yeah.
Has he, the dye, I'm just sort of asking now, has the dye come off the jeans? Are they new jeans, or?
Dye come off the jeans. We're just checking. Yes, it's dye. It's just rubbed off on my son's left hand.
Do you want us to come and attend as well?
No, I don't want to waste your time. I'll obviously we was concerned because...
I'm sure I would be as well, yeah, I understand that totally.
He was in hospital last week and he had where he couldn't walk, and we was worried that this hip condition's coming.
Yeah, and it's not a problem at all, sir, that's fine.
Yeah, thank you very much then.
All right, thanks then, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
1866.
66 Rich, we've been stood down, his legs have now regained normal colour.
I'm so relieved that we're not needed. But then, we're called to another child emergency.
Thanks, man.
Roger, understood there. You're going to a 13, that's 13-year-old male. He's come off his skateboard, he's drifting in and out of consciousness, sir.
The boy has fallen at an indoor skateboard park. But on a busy shopping Saturday, getting there won't be easy.
I mean, look, this is just absolutely packed full of buses, people going into shop. Is it quite frustrating then?
No, I don't think. I mean, it's the way it is. You can't change it. You just deal with it.
I find it frustrating.
Right, somewhere around here. There.
There we go.
Is that skate park?
Yeah, that's skate park, yeah.
Skater Ben is surrounded by worried staff.
Hello, Ben. You all right, buddy? What have you done, mate?
He slammed really hard onto his back.
Right.
Didn't hit his head. It was his back, got really hard. And then after that, he just basically fainted completely. And it's been quite hard to put him out of it since it's been really, really hot and sweaty. And he's been really dozy and just wants to lie down and go to sleep, basically.
Oh, right, okay. Brilliant, thank you.
Losing consciousness is always a cause for concern. But as Ben apparently didn't bang his head, Rich can't be sure why he's passed out.
I'm surprised that there's kind of not more people laying on sofas. I mean, they are proper chucking themselves around.
Rich doesn't want to take any chances, so he's called for an ambulance to take Ben to hospital. Lindsay and Lisa arrive to collect him. They'll carry out further tests.
You know, if he'd knocked his head, got knocked out, you could kind of, you'd understand it. When it isn't, it means that there could be something different, there could be something more to it than that.
Just feels a little bit lightheaded when he sits up, but his BP's fine. The only thing
And an ECG reading of Ben's heart throws up a worrying result.
It's slightly irregular, isn't it? Yeah. Initially, when I was looking at the machine, it showed his heart rate was in its 50s, which is very low for a small little boy. So I felt his pulse did feel quite slow.
Rich said it goes faster than that, and every now and then it does seem to go quite slow on here. It's quite irregular, and it's unusual for a little lad to have a regular heartbeat like that. So did it really hurt when you came off your skateboard?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did it feel like it knocked the air out of you?
Yeah.
We'll get you checked out at the hospital.
Yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Ben's case is the medical equivalent of the chicken and the egg. What came first, his fall or his faint?
So at the moment, we can't rule out the fact his heart rate dropped to a point where he passed out, which is what caused it rather than just a fall.
So it wasn't, yeah, so he was up there, his heart rate's dropped, and that's what's caused the fall.
Could have caused it, yeah, or even dizziness or lightheadedness, which could have caused it. So that's something that's...
So this could all point to something...
It could point to something much more than just slipping off a half pipe.
At hospital, further ECGs came back normal, but it was discovered that Ben had a very minor heart murmur, causing an extra little noise between beats. Though it's not an unusual thing for children and teens to have before later growing out of it. Doctors suspected Ben's faint was more to do with the fact he'd actually skipped breakfast and lunch that day. Coming up, a paramedic faces his worst fear.
It's the one thing in this job that makes me feel sick.
A nosebleed.
Don't be sorry, darling.
Out in the sticks and running out of time, medics have to get a woman with a dangerously swollen stomach to hospital as soon as they can. Plymouth ambulance crew Lisa and Lindsay are heading out across Dartmoor. They're responding to an urgent 999 call from a woman whose stomach has swollen. She's in excruciating pain. Lindsay has been with the South Western Ambulance Service for 4 years and is training as a student paramedic. While paramedic Lisa has 11 years in the job behind her.
Yeah, we got a job in a field by a public hall. A 45-year-old woman with abdominal pain. One of our rapid response vehicles is on scene at the moment, just requesting a crew as backup.
And they know that the fact that their colleague has called for backup confirms beyond any doubt that this woman needs hospital treatment. But these winding country roads are unfamiliar.
We're not going to make it, we're 7'4".
Oh no. Right, we've just hit a snag. We're just about to cross a bridge, which is 7 foot wide, and we're 7'4" wide, so we're going to have to find a different way to this incident.
Knowing that every minute's delay will be a painful one for their patient, Lindsay keeps ambulance control updated on their progress.
Yeah, just en route to Lee Moor, came across a 7 foot wide bridge and we are 7'4" wide, so we're having to backtrack and find a different route. We're going to be a bit delayed.
The ambulance has a GPS tag, so control can pinpoint their position and try to help them towards difficult to reach locations.
Yeah, just wondering if you're plotting us or not. There's a turning on the right, but it's not marked the road name that you gave us.
Yeah, if you can go back to the road that you were just on.
Right.
Instead of that, you want to take the next right.
Oh, right. Yeah, control can track us on their computer so they can see where we're going and guide us in. Where are we?
Lindsay and Lisa have finally got here.
Okay, well, I'm going to see what's what.
Sitting in a caravan, Teresa's doubled up in agony. She's been unable to pass water and her stomach is heavily swollen. First to the scene, paramedic Lewis has already given Teresa morphine as well as gas and air to try and relieve at least some of the pain.
She can't go for a wee.
It's been the best part of 24 hours since Teresa could last pass water. The team have got to get her to hospital soon.
Yeah. Teresa, how do you feel about taking a slow walk out to our vehicle? Well,
I'll help you, Teresa.
The only trouble is on this sort of ground, our chair's not really going to work.
Barely able to walk, Teresa's pain is so great that meters seem like miles.
know you're not.
Slow deep breaths. Spasms? Why are you feeling a bit lightheaded?
Teresa's partner Dave is concerned.
You know what I mean? You've literally seen the belly growing. We were going to go to the hospital tonight at sort of 7 o'clock, but she hasn't made it, man. So, yeah, it's a bit panicky.
Teresa's on the way to proper medical attention, but her ordeal isn't over. It's 9 miles along bumpy, jolting country roads.
Deep breath. Big, slow, deep breath, slow. That's it, big deep breath.
With the pain from her swollen stomach still acute, Teresa constantly sucks on the gas and air.
Nearly there now.
We're up on the last roundabout. Just keep this.
I think being jogged around in the back of an ambulance probably isn't helping this situation either, is it? Yeah.
The ambulance arrives at Plymouth's Derriford Hospital, and Teresa is rushed straight into A&E.
Looking better.
She'll be seen straight away by the doctors.
But although she's had some pain relief on board, it does take a little while to kick in. And she's also being bumped around in the back of an ambulance. And as anybody would know, if you want to keep as still as you can, really, when you're in pain, and it's difficult. But hopefully now they'll be able to get to the bottom of it, and she'll be out of pain quite quickly, hopefully.
Rather than call an ambulance, Dave was going to try and get Teresa to hospital himself. He's glad he changed his mind.
She's had medical attention all the way. The girls have done a brilliant job, man. I can't thank you as a guys enough. And you got to the field quick enough, you know what I mean? Whereas if we tried to get her out, well, we couldn't even get her out the field.
At hospital, doctors found that Teresa's bladder was so full, it physically couldn't hold any more liquid, and they had to fit an emergency catheter to drain it. Teresa was sent home after 8 days, but with tests inconclusive, it's still a mystery as to what caused her bladder to stop working naturally. Late afternoon, and I'm nearing the end of a day shift with paramedic Rich Buckley in a rapid response car. An elderly lady in a care home has got an uncontrollable nosebleed. It may not sound like much, but for somebody her age, it can be a medical emergency.
It's a really common thing in elderly people, but it can also be quite a dangerous thing, which sounds daft, but a lot of old people are on warfarin or aspirin, so the bleeding can continue.
Arriving, Rich lets slip that there's another reason this case makes him nervous.
There's one thing in this job that makes me feel sick.
Blood?
No, nosebleeds. Everything in this job, somebody with a nosebleed makes me want to hurl every single time.
I'm going to wait, watch it and see how it goes. I'm taking these.
Yes, please.
Do you need me to get you some anti-sickness drugs?
For me, there's a fair chance.
We're led through to 78-year-old Jackie.
Is she on aspirin or warfarin or anything like that?
No. She's been having nosebleeds on and off for the past week.
Have you been sick at all, Angel?
But unfortunately for her and Richard, this one is refusing to stop.
You tell me if I'm hurting. I don't want to hurt you, but I've got to press quite hard, all right? Right.
To have any chance of stopping the flow, Rich has to press uncomfortably hard on the end of Jackie's nose.
Rich, what is it that you're trying to do then? Because you've been holding on for quite a while there, haven't you?
Yeah, so I'm trying to compress the blood vessel that's bleeding and stop any of the bleeding here. We're keeping her head forward so that the blood's not going back down her throat.
Okay.
If by doing this we find the blood's going down in the back of the throat, we'll have to reassess. I'm sorry, I don't mean to hurt you.
Worst thing happens at sea.
Worst things happen at sea.
Oh, I like that.
No.
And Rich is starting to look like he's seasick.
Have you ever had a nosebleed, Rich?
Yeah, plenty.
Oh, have you?
I don't mind when it's my own.
But after a further 10 minutes, it still won't stop, and Rich sends for an ambulance crew. Jackie needs to go to hospital, and as he's in a rapid response car, there isn't the space for Rich to take her in himself. The reinforcements arrive a few minutes later. They can't come soon enough for Rich, as it looks like he could do with a break.
Hi.
Oh, great.
Another lovely couple of gentlemen here to help you out.
Right, my angel, we're going to do it now to get you out into the ambulance without you making a mess everywhere. We're just going to put a little bandage under your nose, and that'll get you out in one bit, all right? I'm going to take this one, Colin. You bring your hands down a sec, and it's going to run for a second, but I've got it, so it's not a problem, all right?
Girls.
Thank you.
Jackie will be taken to the casualty department at Derriford Hospital. If her nosebleed continues, she'll undergo treatment where they cauterise or burn off the broken blood vessels.
Was that engine still running?
It was a birthday yesterday. Not much of a birthday treat, is it? Take care, my love. Do you want to grip onto them? They're your glasses. Oh, do you want me to leave them behind for you?
I can't see without them.
You'll need them for when you're coming home. Now, you take care, OK? She'll be right, though. What a lovely, lovely lady.
Rich is certainly glad it's all over.
Over your career, you've had, you've been to some quite shocking and quite horrifying scenes, some quite sad and emotional scenes, and you've handled them all very well, but
not nosebleeds.
Unbelievable.
Oh, it's the one thing in this job that makes me want to vomit.
Unbelievable.
The one thing.
Kept it together, though.
Oh, it's horrible.
Just kept it together. At one point, I was going to say, would you like me to do that?
Oh, it's horrible.
What is it about it?
It's the clots. When they pull a clot out of their nose and it looks like their liver. That's it. I'm finished.
At the emergency department, Jackie did need her nosebleed stopped by cauterisation under a local anaesthetic. She was allowed to go back to her care home later that day.
Usually, whenever you ask a paramedic, if they're scared of anything or if anything bothers them or affects them, they always say, nothing, or they've got used to it or something. And it was actually really quite refreshing to learn that, there are some things that get to a paramedic, and there are some things that maybe make their stomach turn a little bit. I thought it was quite brave of Rich to say that it was nosebleeds. But, regardless of whatever it is that turns their stomach or that they have a phobia of, they still have to deal with it. They can't pick and choose the jobs. They can't say, oh no, actually, I can't go to that one because it makes me feel a bit sick. They just have to do it.